No fighter jet has ever beaten it in combat. This is America's #1, the F-22 Raptor. This is the world's first operational fifth-generation fighter, a machine built to own the sky before anyone knows it's there. Built by Lockheed Martin and Boeing, the F-22 Raptor is a twin-engine, supersonic, all-weather stealth fighter unlike anything before it. Designed as an air superiority fighter, it now strikes ground targets, jams enemy signals, and gathers intelligence, all in one airframe. The story begins in 1981, when the U.S. Air Force needed a fighter to outclass a new generation of Soviet aircraft. The Advanced Tactical Fighter program launched a fierce competition, and only 2 designs would make it to prototype. In 1990, Lockheed's YF-22 and Northrop's YF-23 prototypes took to the skies in a historic head-to-head flight-off. On April 23, 1991, the Air Force declared its winner. The Lockheed team's design would become the F-22 Raptor. Engineers redesigned the entire airframe in 1987, reshaping the wings into a diamond-like delta to save critical weight. Nearly 44,000 hours of wind tunnel testing shaped every curve, minimizing radar reflection while maximizing aerodynamic performance. Every angle of the Raptor's body was engineered to scatter radar waves rather than reflect them back to the source. Special radar-absorbent materials coat the fuselage, quietly swallowing enemy radar energy before it ever returns home. Even its weapons hide inside the airframe, because anything hanging outside would betray its stealth. Stretching over 62 feet long, with a wingspan of 44 feet, the Raptor dwarfs the pilot who commands it. Standing over 16 feet tall, its tail fins rise higher than a 2-story building above the tarmac. Parked wingtip to wingtip, 4 Raptors could fill a football field's width with room to spare. Twin Pratt & Whitney F-119 engines each generate about 35,000 pounds of thrust with afterburner engaged. These engines let the Raptor supercruise, sustaining supersonic speed near Mach 1.8 without ever using afterburner. Thrust vectoring nozzles tilt up and down 20 degrees, giving the Raptor turns that defy conventional aerodynamics. This combination of raw power and vectored thrust lets the Raptor perform maneuvers no other fighter can match. Wide-cored, hollow fan blades spin inside each engine, engineered for both power and reduced weight. At full afterburner, the Raptor reaches speeds near Mach 2, more than 1,500 miles per hour. It climbs to over 65,000 feet, soaring twice as high as most commercial airliners ever fly. Its agility comes from advanced flight computers that adjust control surfaces hundreds of times every second. Pilots describe flying the Raptor as thinking a maneuver into existence. The jet reacts before the hand even moves. The AN/APG-77 radar can track multiple targets while jamming enemy systems, all without revealing its own position. Sensor fusion merges radar, infrared, and signal data into one seamless picture displayed for the pilot. An infrared missile warning system watches all directions, alerting the pilot the instant a threat launches. Every sensor feeds directly into the pilot's helmet display, turning the entire sky into a targeting screen. The main weapons bay holds up to 6 AIM-120 AMRAAM missiles, ready to strike targets far beyond visual range. 2 side bays each carry an AIM-9 Sidewinder, giving the Raptor lethal reach at close range, too. A 20mm Vulcan cannon hides behind a stealth door in the wing root, firing 480 rounds in seconds. For ground attack, it can carry JDAM bombs or 8 small-diameter bombs, all tucked inside its stealthy frame. Carrying its arsenal internally keeps every curve of the Raptor smooth, invisible, and true to its stealth design. Empty, the Raptor weighs around 43,000 pounds, yet fully loaded, it can top 83,000 pounds at takeoff.
That's the weight of nearly 6 loaded school buses, all balanced on a frame built to slice through the sky. Internally, the Raptor can fly roughly 1,800 miles, extending further with aerial refueling along the way. Mid-air refueling from tankers like the KC-10 lets the Raptor patrol distant skies for hours at a time. A single pilot commands the entire Raptor, aided by automated systems that once required an entire crew. The bubble canopy gives nearly unobstructed visibility, letting the pilot see almost every direction around the jet.
Final assembly took place in Marietta, Georgia, where Lockheed Martin pieced together every Raptor by hand and machine. Boeing built the wings and aft fuselage in Seattle, shipping massive sections across the country for final assembly. 13,000 material samples were tested to ensure every component could survive the stress of supersonic flight. On September 7, 1997, the first F-22 lifted off in Marietta, beginning nearly 3,500 test flights to come. Over 8 years of flight testing followed, pushing the Raptor through extreme speeds, angles, and stress limits. The Air Force finally declared the Raptor operational in December 2005, ending one of aviation's longest development programs. Raptors have flown combat missions over Syria and intercepted threats near U.S. airspace, proving their readiness in real conflict. Today, about 183 Raptors remain in service, stationed at bases from Virginia to Alaska, always ready to scramble. With over 500,000 combined flight hours, the Raptor fleet has spent 3 decades proving its dominance in the sky. Each Raptor cost about $150 million to build, making it one of the most expensive fighters ever made. Rising costs and a changing world after the Cold War cut production from a planned 750 jets to just 195. Its strengths are stealth, speed, and sensor dominance, but its systems remain restricted for export to any other nation. Maintenance is intensive, and its stealth coatings demand constant care to keep the Raptor truly invisible to radar. Ongoing upgrades add new radios, better radar modes, and stronger electronic warfare systems to keep the Raptor relevant. New data link systems now let the Raptor share targeting information directly with F-35s and other allied aircraft. The Raptor has now flown alongside unmanned drones, testing how manned and unmanned aircraft can fight as one team. A 10-year sustainment contract through 2037 keeps the Raptor fleet flying, supplied, and ready for decades ahead. As next-generation fighters emerge, the Raptor's legacy of stealth and speed will still shape how they are built. More than 30 years after its conception, the F-22 Raptor remains the benchmark every modern fighter is measured against. Invisible until it strikes, faster than the storm behind it, the Raptor remains the guardian of the modern sky. If you enjoyed this journey, stay connected for more, and tell us which machine we should uncover next.